Recall that an Angular application is composed of building blocks called components, which are responsible for rendering the views. As you create more and more components, there needs to be a mechanism to manage all of these components in order to make your code more modularized and maintainable. Fortunately, the Angular framework has a modularity system called ng modules. These ng modules are used as containers to contain other feature modules, components, service providers, and other code files. So let's take a look at what this modularity system looks like at a high level. Here again is the diagram showing the different items of the Angular architecture. Let's focus our attention only on the Angular modularity system. And to do that, we're going to revamp this diagram and remove some of the unneeded items. So here at the very top, we have the root module and the root component. If you recall, there must be exactly one root module and exactly one root component in the Angular application. Then, as your app starts to grow, you will probably end up adding additional components, and these components must also be imported into the root module in order for them to be used in the application. Now, as more features are added, you don't want to keep adding all these components directly to the root module because that will only make your module very bloated, and having a monolithic module is not ideal because it will make your application really hard to manage. So you can resolve this issue by creating what's called feature modules, right? So these feature modules can be used to house other modules and components, and once these modules and components are imported into the root module, then you can have access to all of these across the entire application. So as you can see, by taking full advantage of this modularity system and following this design pattern, you can actually make your application very modularized, efficient, and easier to manage and maintain.